We will bring you a lesson with the very start scene from the most popular TV series these days in China, Reset, 开端. This TV series tells the story of a game architect, Xiao Heyun, and a college student, Li Shiqing, who return to life after encountering a bus explosion. It's a story about the girl and the boy breaking down barriers between them, fighting side by side, trying to stop the explosion and finding the truth. In this scene we're going to watch, we see that a dad and a son had a conversation in their car. You'll get to know some vocabulary of vehicles and very useful colloquialisms and grammar that native speakers tend to use in their daily conversations. Let's see what they said.
Papa, 我想要领那辆的公交车。
要什么公交车呀？你看你的车多好，你的车上面还有灯可以闪啊！消防车、救护车不是都有灯吗？
我就要公交车，你给我买一辆。
你渴吧，要不再喝口水吧，行吗？妈妈给你准备的温水。别。
爸爸，我想要领那辆的公交车。
The volative auxiliary usually comes before verbs to express one's wish or hope. Example, 我想买个杯子 I want to buy a cup. 明天我想去学校看书 I want to go to school to read books tomorrow.
您能仰泳吗？想要钱呢，去找那些有钱人。
爸爸，我想要领那辆的公交车。
公交车 is another expression of 公共汽车. It's a large road vehicle that carries passengers, especially one that travels along a fixed route and stops regularly to let people get on and off.
爸爸，我想要领那辆的公交车。
This sentence means that the son wants his dad to buy him a toy bus, not the real bus.
爸爸，我想要领那辆的公交车。
要什么公交车呀？
By saying 什么, the dad is not sincerely asking what kind of bus his son wants. Instead, he expressed a negative attitude such as blaming and disagreeing. The father disagreed with his son's request to buy a new toy bus.
你看你的车多好啊！
多 can stress a great degree by modifying directly some adjectives or verbs. It is used in exclamatory sentences, express exclamation, and the sentence usually ends with modal particle a and an exclamation mark. 多 cannot be used together with other adverbs of degree. In this context, Dad is trying to persuade his son not to buy a new toy, since the son already has some good toys. For example, 他多细心啊 How thoughtful he is.
活着多好啊！只要你活着，就一切都有希望。
你车上面还有灯可以闪啊！消防车、救护车不是都有灯吗？
消防车 also known as 救火车 means fire engines. They are special vehicles for firefighting. In China, they are painted in red and often carry equipment such as water tanks and fire extinguisher. 救护车 means ambulances. They are special vehicles for transporting patients in emergency. They carry stretchers and medical equipment for emergency treatment.
车上面还有灯可以闪啊！消防车、救护车不是都有灯吗？
不是吗 is a rhetorical question, which is the grammar from HSK level 2. It expresses positive or affirmative emotions. In this context, the dad persuades his son not to buy a new toy by mentioning that all of his toy vehicles have got lights. For example, 不是说今天有雨吗？ Isn't it raining today?
你不是没去过美国吗？
So every week we help learners like you understand fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. So if you want to improve your fluency, then I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button to not miss a single one of our new lessons.
不叫公交车。
就 emphasizes the meaning of resolution. In this context, the son wants a toy bus with resolution. 就 usually comes before a verb. When it indicates emphasis in a sentence, it should be stressed, which means that it sounds a slightly louder. For example, 她就不来 She just won't come.
你给我买一辆。
辆 is used for describing the number of vehicles. For example, 一辆车 a car. 很多辆车 many cars.
你给我买一辆。
你给我买一辆 It's an imperative sentence, which is the grammar from HSK level 1. The son makes a request to let his father to buy him a toy bus. There are several other uses for imperative sentences. Subject omitted. For example, 给我买香蕉 Buy me bananas. 请坐 Please take a seat. There is usually 请 at the beginning of an imperative sentence. For example, 请进 Please come in. In pronunciation, the tone of the imperative sentence is often falling, and it often ends with a question mark or an exclamation mark.
你给我买一辆。
This sentence omits toy bus because both the speaker and the hearer know that it is toy bus, so the modified word, the toy bus, is omitted.
你渴吧，要不再喝口水吧，行吗？
咱 is personal pronoun, means we, us, I, me. In this context, it means we or us. For example, 咱今天去医院 We're going to a hospital today.
咱这样吧，一口价，1个月2000万，行不行？
你渴吧，要不再喝口水吧，行吗？
要不 is a conjunction, which is an abbreviated expression of 要不然. It means the speaker has another choice. In this context, the father does not want to buy his son the toy bus, so he mentions drinking water to change the topic.
我跟大夫请了假，今天晚上不走了，行不行？要不算了，我还是回病房吧。
你渴吧，要不再喝口水吧，行吗？
喝口水 means 喝一口水，一口水 means a mouthful of water. 口 here is a quantifier, meaning mouthful, instead of the mouth as we use more often in our daily life.
我可以。
没事吧你？喝口水。
你渴吧，要不再喝口水吧，行吗？
Ba at the end of an imperative sentence indicates suggestion or order. The father suggests his son to have some water because he does not want to continue the toy topic anymore. For example, 这儿没有人，请坐吧。Nobody sits here. Please take your seat.
妈妈给你准备的温水，别。
Drinking warm or hot water is a unique habit for Chinese people. Chinese people believe that the cold water is too cold and will be harmful to their bodies, so they often drink warm or hot water instead for health.
吃药一定要用温水啊！放心吧。
Alright, it's time for you to test everything that you learned today by watching the full scene without subtitles. And to further challenge you, we will be actually pausing the scene at different moments to ask you some different quiz questions. And we definitely want to make more lessons like this one with Reset. So if you enjoyed it, let us know by hitting that like button below. And if there's a particular thing you'd like us to do, just write it down in the comments below, and maybe we'll do it. So now it's time to roll the test.
爸爸，我想要里昂那辆的公交车。
要什么公交车呀？你看你的车多好，你的车上面还有灯可以闪啊！消防车、救护车不是都有灯吗？
我就要公交车，你给我买一辆。
你渴吧，要不咱喝口水吧，行吗？妈妈给你准备的温水，给。
Alright, if you've liked this TV series Reset and feel like you've learned something from this video, please let us know by clicking the like button below and subscribe us. So it's time to go beyond the classroom and live your Chinese.